Well, good morning and welcome to this morning's reflection. How then do we wake up to the presence of God? How do we become aware of God's intimate presence in our lives? Self-examination is a practice that facilitates our spiritual awakening. An awakening to the presence of God as God really is, and an awakening to ourselves as we really are. When practiced rightly, it leads us into a greater sense of God's constant and loving presence in our lives. It fosters a celebration of our own created selves, of the beauty of ourselves as a created being, the child of God. It offers us a safe place to see and name those places where we are not like Christ. And it opens us up to deeper levels of spiritual transformation. Self-examination is the Christian practice that opens us up to the love that we seek. Psalm 139 and verses 23 to 24 is perhaps the most familiar passage which speaks about the soul's invitation to God to guide the process of self-examination. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my thoughts. See if there is any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. A full exploration of Psalm 139, however, offers us a more complex and balanced approach to self-examination. It begins with God. The psalm begins by acknowledging that God has already searched me and already knows me through and through. He knows the intimacies and the intricacies of my inner world, my thoughts, my feelings, as well as my comings and goings in the outer world. And the good news is that there is nothing I can do, nothing that God knows about me, and no place I can go where I am beyond His presence. Entering fully into the self-examination process begins with knowing that I am forever secure in God's love. And we read in verses 1 to 4, O Lord, you have searched me and you know me. You know when I sit down and when I rise up. You discern my thoughts from far away. You search out my path and my lying down, and are acquainted with all my ways. Even before a word is on my tongue, O Lord, you know it completely. There is a paradox, of course. And the paradox is in the truth that I am inviting God to search me and know me, when in fact He already has searched me and known me. This may point to the fact that the real issue in self-examination is not that I am inviting God to know me, since He already does, but that I am inviting God to help me know me. This is clearly the bigger challenge anyway. Since we all have such finely tuned tactics for protecting ourselves from knowing what we don't want to know, like a small child who hides by covering her eyes, thinking that if she can't see you, you can't see her. And we think that if we don't acknowledge what is true about us, maybe God won't notice it either. Basically, the experience of being known so intimately, of having God hem me in behind and before, verse 5, is one I welcome. It feels like being held securely and safely. But there are other times when the experience of having God hem me in feels, well, a little stifling. I'm not sure I like being known that well, or having someone come in so close. I want a little privacy, but as I become more and more aware of God's presence, I discover that the experience for which my soul has longed is to have someone know everything about me and love me anyway, and that person is here for me now. That love becomes a safe harbor within which I am able to know and to be known. And so today, invite God in to search you, to know you, and to reveal to you what He already knows about you. Both the beautiful, the magical, the miraculous, and also the dark and the negative. Come to see yourself through the eyes of God. Amen.